This is day 10 on the Pinhoti Trail. I am a little over halfway through section 9. I stopped by the lower Shoal shelter last night. There were a lot of people, the most people I've seen since I started the trail. 2 Boy Scout troops and 4 Germans. It was a really fun stop. But I decided to press on an extra couple of miles. And we found this awesome place to camp in the bend of this beautiful creek on the floor of this beautiful canyon. I'm in no rush this morning because the trail is actually closed about 13 miles north of here. So I have a little extra time to be lazy, which is nice because it rained last night. Let my stuff dry a little bit before I pack it up. In the meantime, I guess I'll just have to sit and look at this a little longer. This is day 10 on the Pinhoti. I'm in section 9, the northern half of section 9. And this section is beautiful. The first half, a little monotonous. You really get to know every nook and cranny of those hills. And there's not much water there. But on this side, there's water everywhere. It's pretty amazing. And the forest is greening. Flowers are starting to come up. And it's just a beautiful day. A little overcast today, but perfect hiking weather. This is the second half of section 9 on the Alabama Pinhoti. And we followed this draw for a while, followed this creek, and it's just beautiful. It was just some smaller streams, and they all confluenced into this. This looks like an amazing place to come and spend some time in the summer. Right now, it's a little chilly, definitely bracing. But if you're dirty and stinky and sweaty and smelly, like I am right now, it's pretty great. This is one of what I understand is 3 water crossings on the north section of number 9 in the Alabama Pinhoti. I'm definitely going to get wet, but it's okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful running brook here. Well, this is a stunning little section. I'm on the north side of 9, a little over 2 miles from the Pine Glen campground and close to High Rock Lake. This is just gorgeous. This is section 10 of the Alabama Pinhoti. I just left the Pine Glen campground, and I don't know what the name of this creek is, but it's really pretty. You can see that this area was just burned this year. Alabama does a lot of controlled burns, usually around January and February. But up here, there's a beautiful meadow to one side of the trail. It's a long meadow. I've been walking along it for about maybe a quarter of a mile. Beautiful green grass. Actually kind of contrasts nicely with the black of this forest that was just burned. And it's always nice to have water running. This is section 10, day 10 This is Sweetwater Lake. It's really pretty. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Apparently it's fairly popular for people to come and camp on the weekend. It's a no-fee area. There are a couple of high meadows around. This area was recently burned. It was burned this year, a controlled burn. But there's definitely plenty of flat spots out here to pitch. I'm not sure what's that way. I think I have to go across the parking lot here. But beautiful. And I even see over on the other side an outbuilding. I'm not sure what that is. And a little float out there. Swimming area. I bet this area is hopping in the summertime. This is section 10 of the Alabama Pinhoti. We just passed Sweetwater Lake, and the route actually bypasses the parking area and goes high. So if you want to go down to the lake, there's a separate access trail you can take to get there. And I'm just walking through. I was told the other day that this area was recently subject to a controlled burn. So I've been walking through some fairly black area. It smells like it just burned yesterday, and maybe it did. As you can see, it's still smoldering out here. It smells great. Carcinogens, just kidding. It smells like a forest burning. But otherwise, this water is pretty good. Section 10. They did a controlled burn of this area, obviously very recently. This is right on the trail. Hello! Ah, it smells like a campfire. I'm at Laurel Shelter off of Laurel Creek in section 10, and it's pretty nice. It has a big fire pit. I'm surprised there's no one here. It's Sunday afternoon. Yeah, it's overcast, but it's not raining or anything. Nice picnic bench. There are campsites all over outside here along both sides of the creek. If you're coming northbound, I don't know about further north from here, but there's definitely plenty of places to pitch a tent and not actually be in the shelter, which comes with chairs. This is a deluxe shelter, as you can see. Sleeps maybe 8 to 10 people. There's some house slippers. A number of options to keep bugs off of you. So many options. Looks like maybe a trail register in there, some canned fuel, and a beanie. And if you feel like doing some light domestic work while you're here, you can sweep, I guess. But all in all, this would not be a bad place to spend the night. Great view. You can hear the creek running, very peaceful. And after walking through a bunch of just burned area, it's nice to be back into some clear forest again. So it's day 11, and I stayed at Coleman Lake Campground last night. Some amazing people from Jacksonville let me stay in their fifth wheel, which was awesome since it poured most of the night. And unfortunately, the trail is closed between Coleman Lake Campground and Burns Lake. So this morning we found a viable walk around, so I'm doing that. I'm walking the detour route now. Most of it is, about the first half is in the forest, just walking on Forest Service Road, so that's nice. And then hopefully soon I'm coming up to a bridge, and hopefully they will let me walk across it. The bridge is actually out. They're building a new one, but they have a temporary one in place. And if they let me walk over it, it'll save me about 3 extra bonus miles on the road. So here's hoping. But otherwise, I get to stay in the forest. I'm bummed because I understand this part I'm missing is really beautiful. And hopefully it's not in too bad a shape after the tornado. But safety first. It's been raining a lot and it's pretty windy. So the idea of walking through an area that was just hit by a tornado is not particularly appealing right now. I'm road walking a detour around the north side of Section 10, which is closed due to the tornado that struck here on the 19th of March. I'm on Rabbitown Road, and you can see where the tornado touched down here as well. There's a lot of trees down, a lot of debris. I'm just walking here, but I really feel for the people that live here and have to rebuild, especially Jacksonville State University, where many of the campus buildings were destroyed. And this thing was no joke, so I'm not mad that they closed the trail for people to recreate on. It's for our safety, I guess, and walking through something like that would be a real pain. So, I go. I'm still on Rabbitown Road, walking around the closure on Section 10. And this is where the tornado hit. Here, and there are people working to cut and clear the damage. I've seen roofs off houses, a lot of trees just completely uprooted or snapped into several little twig pieces. Really a difficult place. This is the Rabbitown Church. Unfortunately, it looks like the outbuilding is essentially destroyed.